Hey, sun in my eyes. Hey everyone. I thought I would do a video talking about board games because I've really gotten into them in the last couple of years. The sun in my eyes is now really bothering me. I've really gotten into them in the last couple of years, and I thought I would take you through my little favorite board game collection. If you like board games, you've been playing them more recently, or you just want to get into them, let me show you some of my faves that what I like. Let's start with one that pretty much everybody knows about now. Oh, you can see them all? No, you can't. One that pretty much everyone knows about is Catan. I freaking love Catan. Like, I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's a great game. It's like, that's the reason why it's had the success it's had. And I particularly like it because I feel like it takes all the good bits about Monopoly, but it just like puts it in this like fantasy world, which to me is just way more fun. You've got the bitching and the arguing and the trying to, you know, elbow people for dominance and screwing people over and all the good stuff. But also it's just a great game. I realise I haven't really explained how you play or anything like that. So it's a game for 3 to 4 players. That's quite important. You can't deviate from that unless you get expansions. And it takes about, it says an hour on the box. I've played Catan games that have lasted 4 hours, so, you know, just pinch of salt, have a whole evening ahead. And it's just great. You have a board, which is a bunch of resources, and you roll the dice. That determines who gets what resources. That's done every turn, and with the resources you build stuff, get points, and you win. You can make alliances, pacts, and like, you know, be like, oh, I'll trade you this now, and like later on your turn I'll trade you that back. And I haven't met many people who don't like it, and everyone who doesn't like it is usually because the games can take ages. So if that's not a problem for you, go for it. The cat is trying to get in. Maybe I'll just let her in. Jane, what do you think of board games? Great, thank you for your input. That was really good. The second board game that I want to talk about is actually not a board game, it's a card game, but it is my favorite. Holy shit, if you know me, I will have preached to you about this board game. It's Sandwich Master. There we go. It is a card game more than a board game because it is made of cards, but it is just so much fun. What I like about this game is it's super flexible, so you can have 2 to 4 players, but I've definitely played with 5 and 6, and the play time is literally as short or as long as you want it. You can have a 10-minute game, you can have a 1 hour long game, doesn't really matter, it keeps on going, it's still fun. I just want to show you the cards because that was the reason I bought it. I actually bought this game at Comic-Con. I saw the cards and I don't know why, they just really attracted me. It's like they're that sort of nice texture, like, you know, a good quality card when you see it, you just do. And my favorite thing is obviously you've got a bunch of ingredients and that's how you make your sandwiches. And but there's like a good ingredient and a bad ingredient for every sort of ingredient type. And I mean, that's just a good laugh. It's danger lettuce, that's it, it's just silly. It's a brilliant game, and I think if you like supporting sort of independent game makers and things like that, give these guys a go. They're called Big Punch Studios, and that is their website where you can buy this game, and it's fantastic. I think it has expansion packs as well, which is ridiculous why I haven't bought one yet, but definitely really awesome. Make sandwiches and become the Sandwich Master. Okay, but what if you're not looking for like a big commitment board game or like a fun kind of casual game, but you're looking for something to whip out at parties and it be great and funny and a little inappropriate? I got you, because Articulate and Cards Against Humanity had a baby. I know, it's crazy. Okay, so meet Codenames. It's the adult edition. It says it somewhere. No, just says adult only. Whatever. Anyway, this is a game kind of like Articulate where you're trying to describe stuff. There's 2 teams and you've all got words that you're trying to say. But the point is you're trying to link up as many words as possible of the ones that are your team's words while not giving away other team's words. It's really fun because all the words are a total mixture of completely normal words and then like really dirty words. So you're there like trying to form a connection between like blowjob and horse. I brought it to a couple of parties and it's a great icebreaker. It gets people just like chatting, and it's just good fun. It's just good fun. It says it takes 15 minutes, but tribute to the fact that I've been playing when drunk, a game can take a bit longer, maybe 20 minutes to half an hour. If you've got indecisive drunk people shouting. I honestly am being blinded by this sun, and I just feel it's a conspiracy. It's never sunny in Scotland, and then the day where I'm like, okay, it's the perfect overcast light weather, I set the camera up and like right in front of my face. The last of my game recommendations is Camel Up or Camel Cup. I don't want to know, it's Camel Up, okay? I own the game, I decide the name. I haven't had multiple arguments about this, and I'm very reasonable about it. Camel Up is a really great game. It's so fun, and the first time you play, you're gonna be confused. It's just one of those games. You have to play it through once to understand why it's fun. But games are only 20 minutes, so you play it through once, you get it, and then from there on for the rest of your life, this is my most highly requested game. Like, whenever I go to board game nights or go to hang out with friends, they say, bring Camel Up. What I love about this game is that it has the most amazing amount of props ever, and I love a good sort of game prop. So this is how you dispense dice, this like upside down pyramid. Amazing. These are the camels, which I should have prepared. This is a disaster. Okay. They stack. Okay? This is why up, camel up, okay? Because the camels are up. I haven't even explained what the game's about. You're racing camels, essentially. So the camels move along the board and you bet on them, and there's just, you know, it's just fun. The camels can overtake each other and carry each other across, that's why they stack. And it's very exciting. You would never have thought that you would be so passionate about a little wooden camel that you support with all your heart. My friends and I are always overly invested in games, so we've actually named our camels. I recommend you do that for extra emotional attachment. But all in all, I think it's a great game. I think it is just really fun to play. Again, short games, 20 to 30 minutes. You can play up to 8 people, so you can get tons of people on board. There's cards for everyone. And it's just really fun. And lastly, I could not make a video talking about board games without giving an honorable mention to the fantastic board game that is Pandemic. Pandemic is amazing. I don't own it. Enough of my friends own it that I don't have to. I really want to though, because it's just such a fun game. You're trying to like control a disease, and actually the game beats you more than you beat the game. I actually don't think I've ever won a game of Pandemic. That's all the games I wanted to talk about. I hope that you get on board. Sorry, I have a real serious problem with puns, and I had to, okay? It just had to happen. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, that you've enjoyed the board games, and that you try some of them out. And let me know if you want me to talk about more board games, because I also play D&D and I play Magic the Gathering, and I have other board games that I own. So if you want more board game stuff, let me know. Recommend your own board games in the comments. Holy shit, I'm always on the lookout for recommendations. And I'll see you next week.